What's happening, guys? Honky Kong here, Sunday morning. I want to do a video today, and I want to discuss yet the latest political scandal to hit the city of Detroit. Now, compared to the most recent political scandals, this one's pretty minor, okay? Compared to, the Kwame Kilpatrick, former mayor, winding up in jail for almost 30 years, the Synagro sludge removal scandal, Kwame's henchman going down, former Councilwoman Monica Conyers going to prison, the Wayne County executive Robert Fricano getting, busted for all types of improper shit and being in the news. Just this is pretty slim pickings. However, some of the people involved in it, pretty colorful personalities, and some of the things that have come up have been really funny. I just want to do a video and I want to discuss it, okay? Now, this revolves around Detroit City Councilman George Cushingberry Jr., okay? He is a former Wayne County Commissioner, former state representative, pretty much a lifelong politician. I believe he's also a lawyer. All right, him and a friend were leaving a titty bar, Penthouse up on 8 Mile, and he was observed by Detroit Police Department driving erratically. Apparently, he almost sideswiped a cruiser. The cruiser whips around, follows him, and they observed him, what they said, driving erratically, making lane change without signaling. That's what they said, cops. So they pull the guy over. When they pull him over, the cops immediately smell alcohol and marijuana, okay? Now, Cushingberry does not cooperate. He doesn't want to get out of the car. At one point, he even tries to drive away. So they make him turn his car off. Now, I believe at one point they did take him out of his car, and then they let him get back in, okay? Now, the whole time that they had him, the two police officers that pulled him over originally, one white, one black, they never did a field sobriety test on him. And Cushingberry was complaining to him and told him he wanted a patrol supervisor out there. Now the patrol supervisor's en route, okay? Some of the things the police officer said was they had an open liquor container in the car. Now, Cushingberry says it was an empty bottle. The DPD saying it was an open liquor container. So who knows where the truth lies in that, okay? Also, his passenger admitted to the police officer and showed him that he had joints on him. He had marijuana on him. Now, it's legal for him to possess that marijuana because he is a Michigan medical marijuana patient. However, it was illegal for him to possess them at that time because he was the passenger in a vehicle. In Michigan law states, if you're a passenger in a vehicle, you cannot have marijuana in your pockets, you can't have it in the console, you can't have it in the glove box. You can't have it anywhere that you could easily hand some over to the driver, okay? So the passenger definitely broke that law. Now, Cushingberry, we don't know if he broke any laws, even though the officer said there was a very strong smell of alcohol. They never gave him that field sobriety test. That alone reeks of major favoritism by the Detroit Police Department by not even giving him a field sobriety test, not even making him take a breathalyzer. So the patrol supervisor shows up, and I'm sure at this point Cushingberry's throwing a fit, saying he's being discriminated against, blah, blah, blah. Patrol supervisor rolls over like a little bitch, gives him a ticket for improper lane change, lets him go on his way, okay? Him and his passenger. Now, that alone, just that right there, that guy should probably, the patrol supervisor should probably have his badge pulled, and they should probably let that guy go. At the very least, he showed big-time favoritism, and it just goes to show you, in Detroit, City Council and DPD are woven pretty closely together, but they shouldn't be. It shouldn't matter who it is out there. If they're breaking the law, they need to be punished, because God knows regular DPD would, if that had been just a regular Joe Blow, that motherfucker would be sitting in prison. But Cushingberry, because he's a city councilman, he gets preferential treatment. But you would never know it to hear him talk, okay? So we'll get to that in a second. A little history on Cushingberry. I just read an article that it shows he has a pretty checkered past, okay, to put it mildly, all right? 4 days before he was elected city councilman, Mr. Cushingberry filed bankruptcy for up to $530,000 in debts that he owed. He had a couple houses in Detroit. He had one in Lansing. I believe he had a vacation home down in Florida. So this fucking amazes me, because Detroit is broke, we're bankrupt, yet you're going to elect a motherfucker to city council who has proven he can't manage his own money. So we're going to hire this guy to fucking manage the city money? That's absolutely bonkers, but it's par for the course in Detroit. These fucking idiots will vote anybody in. Former council president Charles Pugh, he used to be a newscaster, okay? He was a news guy. He was on Fox 2, gets elected to city council, and he was actually the city council president. He had a bankruptcy. He had to let his house go or something. He had a bankruptcy he had to go through. But yet they still fucking hired him to be on city council, be the president of a broke city, somebody that already can't manage their own money. Now, Charles Pugh's gone. He was involved in some scandal with a teenage boy he was supposed to be mentoring. There were allegations of an improper relationship. None of that was ever really proven. No charges were ever filed. But Charles Pugh left town without word to anybody, just vanished, disappeared. So, but his actions made it look kind of scandalous. But anyways, back to Mr. Cushenberry. Okay, now some of the things that he's done he was also, Mr. Cushenberry was also fired by former Governor Jennifer Granholm when she was Attorney General. He was fired as public administrator of Wayne County by her. Now her successor, Mike Cox, also became Attorney General and fired him in 2005 for improper campaign financial filings. So this guy, not only personally but professionally, it shows he's had an issue with managing finances. But yet we're still gonna fucking elect him because you got a bunch of fucking idiots that vote in that city. Unfucking real, man. So moving right along, basically, I want to talk about Cushenberry's reaction to being pulled over. He's really went on the offensive. He claims the whole thing was racially motivated. The only thing he's guilty of is driving while black. He was racially profiled, blah, 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 blah. Even though he got off scot-free pretty much, he's still out there banging the war drum complaining. So, he goes before city council. This shit really made me laugh. He goes before city council and he apologizes to them for driving while black. And another thing he did that really cracked me up, one of the Detroit News columnists wrote an article and pretty much criticizing Detroit city politics, using this as an example of the more things change, the more they stay the same regarding Detroit politics. And Cushenberry got on there under the comments section and told the guy to go to hell, told Detroit News to go to hell. So that really cracked me up. But, like I said, the Detroit Police Department right now, they're investigating whether anything improper happened. Obviously it did. I mean, at the very minimum, they should have gave this guy a field sobriety test. That patrol supervisor really, he really went out like a little bitch, allowed himself to be bullied, and he let Cushenberry go without even trying to find out if he was drunk or not. So hopefully that patrol supervisor, hopefully they find out he's, what a crooked piece of shit he is, yank him off the road. The two cops, they were probably just doing their job. They can't, obviously if their boss tells them what to do, they got to do it. So this is on the patrol supervisor who let him go with nothing more than a minor traffic ticket, all right? We'll never really know because, now it's over and done with. So hopefully, he, old Cush here keeps his nose clean and gets back to the business of hopefully not fucking up the city's finances any worse. So that's all I got, guys. I'm out of here. I'm going to catch you guys next time. Peace.